can I put the woman underneath the bed?
Yeah, there's room enough for you to shove
Do
her
that
under. She wasn't a
relatively
very big
quickly.
lady.
I probably should go ahead and find a way to feed it soon.
I've been riding horses since I was a young'un. I ain't gonna stop now.
Crystal ball, which kind of fits the aesthetic.
Is there a human skull over there?
I recommend you keep it civil, my guy. Or it will be the worst night of your life.
I'm an angel! Sorry, I have to play it. It is what it is. Alright, you make your way on inside, and she is clearing the room once again with a ball of herbs, but she also has surrounding the room a lot of just smaller incense that burn as well. These ones have a pretty thick scent, even past the sage. It seems she probably has about 5 of these centered around the room with the sage she also carries. As she tells you to take a seat, dear.
She does so. She's very on guard because she's the person that was called the Master of the One who just tried to take control of her brain. So she's not she's not that trusting right now.
I understand. She then places what's left of the sage on the stand as she then takes a deck of cards, shuffles them a bit as she then asks for you to please hold them, dear, and take a few deep breaths.
She'll take them.
Take just a few breaths. I guess.
Just like
vampires don't need to breathe.
Yeah.
After a few moments, she then will take the cards from you as she then shuffles them and shuffles them. She will then ask for you to take 3 cards of your choosing and lay them face down as you pull them out.
Okay.
And she's, very careful. She's, trying to be very, if she's passing to you, she won't touch you. She's being very careful about that.
She's very coronavirus conscious.
Social distancing?
Yeah, As she then motions to the first card, she tells you once again, this represents what you can do to surrender to the change in your life. And as she flips it, she tells you that this is strength, it is upright, represents strength, courage, persuasion, influence, and compassion. You must clearly distinguish between your ego and your intuitive self. Second card offers direction on caring for yourself during this process. Dun, dun, dun. This is the sword. Upright as well. Positivity, fun, warmth, success, vitality.
You mean sun?
Let your light shine. Be confident in the sacred power of your original nature. Third card serves as a guide for centering yourself in the midst of this change. It is the King of Swords. This is reversed. Quiet power, inner truth, misuse of power, manipulation. Listen to the inner wisdom offered by the wise elder that dwells inside of you. She will then take out the crystal orb, but she will then set it before you and ask for you to place your hands upon it.
Gonna kind of withdraw a little bit and raise an eyebrow before touching it with one finger.
Touch it with one finger as an image begins to form in its center. It looks something like that. She tells you the rider? I'm sure that doesn't surprise you, though, dear, does it? After all, that's how you got here in the first place. Well, I'm certain you have many questions, and I will offer you what I can. But there is something that I think you must know. Now, I cannot direct what you should do for your destiny. But I will say this, I have seen your destiny entwined with the force of pure chaos and destructive terror. It is wielded by dancing birds of the night. Well, your spirit is in danger, dear. And you must watch that beast that fuels your body. It cannot be trusted.
I already knew that. That last part.
I worry for all of you. I do. But there is something that is latched upon you. You must be careful. I do not think your destiny with that beast is over. It will be back for you.
Why me?
You are its rider.
Didn't feel like it for a bit there.
Isn't that what you wanted, though? A challenge when you looked into this horse?
Yes, but I didn't want to be dominated.
Oh, I am sorry, dear. I know it is a terrible experience. But you are its rider, and you cannot forget that. Remember your place, dear.
Just kind of leaning back in the chair now, just contemplating really deeply.
She will call for you, Doctor.
I'm
She will
Samash.
She will ask for you to bring everyone in, please.
Oh, I'll go ahead and gather the other two.
I'll put out my cigar.
Oh, by the way, while Lynn was in there, I would have been going through my phone if it had battery left at all, trying to dig up any clues about my past. No time like the present, right?
Did you ever charge it, or no? I don't think so.
No, but then again, who said I had it on, period, so it's probably been sitting in my pocket turned off this whole time.
Oh, she's a dice roller. You know what?
But then again, who knows how old the phone is, so battery might be shot on it.
Yeah. Alright, well, trying to turn it on. There is some charge that'd be left on it, for sure. Low, but there is some. I mean, as you kind of flip through it, it's like factory settings almost. I mean, it's not like there's anything to be found besides sample pictures and no contacts, unfortunately.
Damn. Other than the contacts that I put in there when I met my patron, would that be the term I would use?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Anything you've put in since then, yeah.
Okay.
AFK real quickly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna have to go ahead and find a charger for this thing at the very least. Okay.
Hey, you just need like a basic USB one, thankfully.
Oh great, it's not an Apple? That's good.
Nope.
So really, nothing that I could glean from the phone really dig into my past.
No, honestly, the strangest part about it that I can say is, I mean, you don't really recognize the brand of the phone.
Okay.
And the internet is called ShrekNet instead of, like, internet.
ShrekNet?
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing the story behind that one.
Oh, there's a story.
I know.
Here it is.
I could see the smile on
Somebody
Taylor's
once
face.
told me.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, that's really about it.
Okay. So where do I start for looking for clues for my past? Okay. Well, I suppose if the phone's a no-go and ET is still AFK, I suppose I could be trying to, I suppose, meditate or something to try to dig up any past memories.
Couldn't hurt.
Couldn't hurt.
I guess
I'm
in the
gonna pet the
meantime,
dog.
I am gonna look on my phone and look at the news.
Yes.
Look
Want
at
to see
the
if there's
news.
anything about the beach. I want to see anything about that car crash, or that big pile up from the other, or the same day, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, the first things that you're gonna see pulling up is, yes, the whole ocean front of Chicago has been blocked off. I mean, there's really very little information to go off of at the moment, but it seems like, yeah, there was some sort of explosion and a toxin was released. It seems like it was, mostly like oil from how the stories are going. You're looking at all the different versions. But, basically for safety concerns, the whole area has been, shut off, and no information on what caused the explosion or any of that, what the ships were, what exactly they actually were carrying besides just guesses. For the car crash, you get more details as more time has passed since then. There is claims that, yeah, there was just a wild horse that was running rampant that caused a bad accident.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep.
God fucking damn it.
All right, I'm back.
So,
Yeah.
that one's straightforward.
Okay, I put my phone into airplane mode and I put it back in my pocket.
You all make your way inside. I mean,
Yeah, turn my phone
dog's
off and
gonna
do the
stay out.
same. Yep.
she
I don't
will
think Lynn has ever owned a phone, actually.
Well, I mean, you said she's been around for 60 years. She's made
Yep.
that this
As a
whole
vampire.
as a vampire, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you never had that conversation with someone. Oh, let me go ahead and call you.
No. She's very much the hermit out with her animals.
Was.
Oh, hopefully she can go back to that by the end of this.
Well, apparently you need to deal
Maybe
with
not in
certain
Chicago,
horsey
but if you want to go
first.
get another farm somewhere else, maybe.
Well, that's if the horse doesn't follow her.
More doggies.
I didn't like that sound that Catherine just made.
As you all go inside the caravan, dog, I said, will stay out front. She, kind of looks you all over, and you all have seen her at least once now, so all of you gather that she has changed her, band from the last time that you guys saw her.
Suspicious.
And yeah, she kind of motions for the ladies to take a seat, for the men to stand.
Sexist.
Yep.
Of course.
I'm old.
It's only proper.
I'll sit.
Well, children,
Rude, if you really want to sit, I'll get up.
There you go. She says that she is sorry, children, but I must say that your number of enemies grow, and the number of friends that you have are shrinking with each night.
For us to have a number of friends shrinking, we would have had to have friends to begin with.
You had very many potential, but this path you walk will make it difficult for them to be kept. For now, you must choose where you rest carefully, and you need to decide who you trust even more so.
Rune, do you think we should be able to go back to your place before the sun comes up? Because, well, we already had someone show up knocking, rather
yeah, we're
writing
not
in
staying there. We're just gonna
Crayola.
grab some stuff and never go back there.
I promise you that tonight, and maybe for a few nights, there is someone who will offer you refuge. He should be here now as you sit with me. He will speak with you as you leave.
Yeah, and this person's name would be?
Oh, he is a very good friend of mine, a friend of both of ours, as she motions to the doctor. Her name's gonna be hard to say, so doctor's gonna be my cheat.
Amale Shamash.
Amala Smash.
Amala. Ugh, I know, I feel like I just say it wrong.
Lynn's just squinting suspiciously at the doctor.
And she tells you that he is a Nosferatu. That is his clan, I should say. His name is Bowman. He specializes in secrets and hiding, more specifically. He is who has kept me safe from such people that I have mentioned before.
Ah.
But she says to all of you that if there's anything that she can do to help, and she looks at you, Amala, she's, if you have any questions, please ask. But for now, you will be kept as safe as I can, and I won't be able to stay here long. Unfortunately, I can see that things are getting much darker here, too dark for someone like me. But you have already been gifted an angel. You shall be kept safe.
If he gets, or if she's called an angel one more time.
Theo just raises an eyebrow and just doesn't comment. It's like, okay, so now I know where it's coming from. Got it. Well, I suppose, unless anybody has any questions for Madame Vadoma, we should probably head out and talk to this Bowman.
I suppose.
Thank you once again for your time, and Theo will turn and start walking out.
Alright, you guys make your way on out. Still, there is the incense that burn. And you leave, and no, there's no sign of anyone who stands outside here. It looks like it is, still just the car and the motorcycle.
Where's the dog?
I have a few questions when everyone leaves.
Oh, you want to stay and ask a few things. Okay, yeah. No sign of the dog either.
Hmm.
Lynn's a little bit sad about that. Lynn liked that dog.
It's the only thing you liked about the whole situation so far, I think.
And as you guys make your way out, you notice that the Amala has not followed you. She has stayed inside.
I'm gonna hang out next to the door and listen in on the conversation.
Alright, I mean, roll me a... let me see I'll see what you got. I got your sheets here. What would make the most sense for you? Obviously, you can't sniff this one out.
No.
Yes, let me listen into the conversation with my nose.
Yeah, my nose is just
Exactly.
poking in the fucking doorway. Yeah.
Yeah, roll me a wits and awareness.
Okay. Wits. Where is it? Wits. Awareness. Aha. Oh, fuck.
That's always a good sound.
It's a great roll.
Eh,
Ooh,
one
you got a
success.
success in there.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
You hear a large thump against the door.
I'm just leaning casual.
See what you can, well, we'll see what you can hear.
Big old
Not
creak
much.
in the wood.
You stay, so you just stay seated. She asks if you are okay, dear.
Well, I just ask her how I will know how to reach her again when the time is right.
I will not be leaving quite yet. I will stay for as long as I can. But Bowman will keep you in contact. He can be trusted. He cares very much for our people.
Well, then I will thank her, give her a hug, and then I'll leave. That's all I needed.
She gives you a hug. I mean, she's very, scrawny,
Uh-huh.
But she gives you a hug as she... I mean, she's looks at you, but she's looking,
Yeah.
somewhere else. Though you do feel, I mean, it is closed at the moment,
Yeah.
so... But she lets you leave. All that you really hear, I mean, with one success, is... Her voice, usually gets, loud when she first starts, so... You hear, the noise of her voice, but what she really says, you don't really pick much on besides just the repeating of that recorder over and over again.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-numbing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my god. Hold on, I need to roll investigation right now.
I'm thinking, out of character, I'm thinking that we're not going to see Vadoma for a while because even Catherine is getting tired of the gypsy music at this point.
Right.
Mm.
Get her out of here. But you make your way out with everyone else. I mean, Rune was leaning in, just waiting.
Just leaning against the side of the hut or wherever it is.
Give him a nice shoulder pat on my way by.
No sign of...
I'll say, don't touch me again, or I'm gonna rip that arm off.
The question, of course, being that Vadoma seemed to be knowledgeable. She said he was here, going to be waiting outside for us. Could it simply be that he is here and just beyond our ability to notice?
Well, good doctor, why don't you call out to him? Maybe he'll show up.
He is your friend, is he not?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bowman, we would like to talk with you.
Alright, you call out as the door of your Prius, the back seat door, opens on up as there is a dog that jumps on out as a fairly lanky, though not too incredibly tall gentleman, completely covered head to toe in either suit, and if there's skin, it is bandages. But even still, you can't help but notice the almost elf-like ears, extremely dead cold, scrawny eyes, and, well, monster mouth. There's no other way to put that. But he makes his way on out as he stands up. He's gonna come on over, and he basically kind of cleans the suit up for any crinkles from sitting in the car and any dog fur possibly.
I'll say, how long were you in the Prius for?
He says a minute.
Fair.
He smiles as he says that he's got a place for you guys to go. Now he's gonna have to say it's not exactly homely, but it's safe.
As
I
a
will take it.
keeper- Go ahead.
No, that's all I wanted to say. I will take it.
As a keeper of secrets, as I've been told you are, Bowman, I'm assuming you already know everything that has gone down tonight.
Oh yeah, he says he's already done his best to cover up what idiot even did it in the first place.
I'm gonna look over towards them all.
Do you know the original creature that was the cause of the situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tells you that now the thing is called 50 different names in all honesty, but I mean, he says the term demon horse is pretty accurate.
Well, I
Seems
mean,
about right.
anything that can give off that much radiation, I'm assuming, would be a demon to a lot of people, but a tool to others.
He tells you that the name that he's used to being them called most often are the mounts of black spiral dancers. That's what he knows them as. He says nasty creatures.
I understand that the prince is very interested in the situation.
Oh, you think?
He gets a sharp smile at that as he says that can you blame him? He says a bunch of young, sireless vampires caused a huge expense on Camarilla dime. He says, are you really that surprised?
No.
Oh, he says this is a perfect time for him to show his authority.
Yes, quite, I'm sure. As a ruthless individual has an opportunity to prove that they are in power by flexing muscle? Would that be an apt term for his game plan?
He says he likes where you're going with it. He would say more so flexing potency. That's how he would put it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that you are definitely extremely well informed.
He smiles at
So
that.
it seems your dog. Oh, I'll tune in. Seemed to encourage us to go to the beach.
He says that he knows exactly what all of you are looking for. Now, I mean, he apologizes if some of you got messed up in what his dog's trying to do. But he says that his dog is going to be taking care of a specific someone, so he says if he thought it involved you, don't flatter yourself.
Okay then.
Well, he is a very good dog.
A very good dog that got us a shit ton of
That
trouble.
is.
Regardless, since you seem to be quite knowledgeable, and apparently the advice that I got from Madame Vadoma is to recover knowledge that I seem to be missing, is there any way that I could persuade you in digging up any information about an individual's past?
He says that he's been digging on you for a while. He's not gonna lie. He says you're the most interesting one out of all of them.
I wish I knew why. Quite literally.
He says that Tremere keep everything very, very quiet. Not only that, but they're not really keen on using technology in the first place, so it's near impossible to hack books, if you know what he's saying. Though not impossible.
Ciphers and encryption for current technology started with codes and
Yeah, he
things
says he's
long
never had
ago.
a Tremere friend, until possibly now, so... he says maybe together we can make something work, but for now, that's way out of his league.
If I am to survive whatever may happen with the prince, supposedly the key is the past, or specifically my past. So if you do dig anything up, maybe I can give it a look over and turn heads or tails of it.
Well, he says at first he thought you were part of the Sombra clan. He says you have natural talents for the darkness, he's noticed. He says impressive. Really, it's only known to La Sombra.
Oh, you mean that feeling of that all-encompassing shadow you're referring to?
I mean, he's not quite sure exactly what it's like, but that sure damn sounds close.
Yeah. Just, you go to have that moment and it's just there with you everywhere.
Yeah, he says it sounds terrible. Explains why they're all kind of assholes.
That sounds awful.
I don't know if it would be terrible. I mean, in a way, it feels kind of pressing, but some might take it as smothering, but, kind of also feels kind of comforting. I mean, kind of like a weighted blanket. You know it'll always be there. But I guess that could also be like a pressure that might make some feel suppressed or pressured or trapped. So maybe it's just my unique perspective on it that's different.
Yeah, he says that he finds home down, down, deep below, so he gets it. Many think it's claustrophobic. He thinks it's rather comforting.
Better to know the limits rather than to have infinite nothing
Yeah, he nods.
or infinite something.
He gets like a good look at you. And he, Now I have to say, if you are what he thinks you are, you're definitely pretty, how should he put this? Weak.
Well,
He says it's not necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, if someone basically locked you up in a 1-by-1 for a couple months and poked and prodded you without you being able to get your feet underneath you at all, I'm sure you'd be the spitting image of fitting fighting strength.
He says they didn't do that for no reason. He says if he had to guess, you're probably like a glass cannon.
Sure. All the words that I was given willingly was failure over and over again. Many different ways of saying it, but it always amounted to the same thing. So, whatever you think I might be, according to them, I'm just plain not.
Well, he looks forward to unlocking more with your help. He says that like I said, he's looked into all of you. Most of you were pretty boring. Most of you could probably get your shit together. But he says, but you are interesting. He found really next to nothing on you.
Great. The key to unlocking and surviving my situation, according to Vidodama, is understanding my past, and my past to the keeper of secrets, as she described you, is indescribable.
Yeah. No, he says this is exciting. He says he looks forward to it. He's been wanting to get into some Tremere information for a while. It's just not that easy.
I don't know how much I'll be honestly able to provide you, but if the key to me surviving the situation is my past is unknowable, maybe that unknown could be played to my favor to handle the situation with the prince. That would require more cunning than I have available to me right now. But who knows?
He tells you don't touch yourself. You'll do great.
No, well, I'm glad one of us is very confident.
Does this place that we'll be staying at have a library or research material of useful knowledge that I could catch up on?
Oh, he tells you more than you know. He tells
Okay,
everyone
fine.
to follow him, and he's going to get in the Prius.
Hell yeah.
He's not driving, though. Heck no.
I'm driving.
And he's going to get in the back seat. Bubba's going to get in back with him. Everyone piles on the motorcycle.
Are we gonna have 3 in the motorcycle? Jesus Christ, that's gonna be a shit show.
I mean, if it's a gypsy encampment, wouldn't they have horses somewhere?
You gonna steal a horse?
You do
I
not
would
see
ask
any.
for one. Dang it.
Well, I think the gypsies mostly cleared out before we showed up, from what I remember the description being. So.
Yeah, it's just her caravan. No horses, nothing. Just the big tree in the center and then the forest that surrounds it.
I'll just go over to my motorcycle and wait to see who gets on first.
I'm getting in a Prius, and I'm going to ask Mr. Bowman what he'd like to listen to on the radio.
I'm getting on the motorcycle.
I'm like, assuming that
Man, that's a good question.
Well, there's a good question, huh?
Reading the situation between Amala Samash and I'm gonna go ahead and assume that she's gonna ride with Rune on the motorcycle.
I'll kind of give you like a look to get in the Prius, find out what you can.
He sacrifices you to the Prius.
Apparently, I'm riding shotgun with the good doctor because apparently
I love it.
I'm the conversation.
Hey, have a nice view of the back of everyone's heads if something goes wrong.
Let's hope it doesn't. Hey, Daniel, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I'd rather not shoot my only possible ally.
Considering he's leading us to a place where we can lay low that has resources that we can help ourselves to, let's not piss him off.
I didn't say I was going to shoot him. I just said if I had to shoot somebody.
Look, what?
You got to think ahead. Worst case scenario.
And then you get eaten by a dog.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool epic boss fight.
Accidentally shoots Bowman, starts getting eaten by a dog, and then trampled by a horse.
Listen,
and then the prince decides
if I do shoot him, which I won't, if I do,
let's not.
It's not going to be an accident.
Let's play it by ear and not think that we have to shoot Bowman.
But I wasn't playing on it. It's just worst case scenario. Calm down. It's not gonna happen. See, there he goes.
All right.
That's a loud Prius. Holy.
What does Bowman want to listen to?
I mean, this isn't really that interesting, but it's what he's gonna want to listen to. I'm sorry, but he wants to listen to the news. He wants to hear what the reporting is right now. I know. It's,
absolutely.
Sorry.
It's not surprising for an information broker.
Yeah. But
staying informed is his job.
He's gonna basically let you. There's only like one way in, one way out to this area. So.
One way in, no way out.
You basically get on the road. He instructs you to take the left as you are just on dirt road, though it is still road as you start to make your way, as you know, out of countryside until after a few, several thousand feet, he's actually going to instruct for you from the exit. He's going to instruct for you to kind of go off the road a bit. And there's still open space, so it's not too bad, though it is very bumpy, I imagine, in the Prius. He is leading you to a big ol' sewer entrance that seems to you enter through countryside and it starts leading towards Chicago. And he is going to get outside of the vehicle as he's gonna, motion for you guys to stay, as he's going to exit and he's going to direct you to approach. And you can see with your headlights that it is just a large sewer entrance, though it is dotted within the walls and outside are various colors of just jumbled block graffiti. Does anyone have Streetwise?
I have a point in Streetwise, yes.
Okay, roll me either a charisma or
I've got 3 Streetwise.
Yeah, you guys can either roll me a charisma or mental and a Streetwise. I could take for this.
I'll take a mental, that one.
Okay.
So just by themselves or both?
But yeah, together. If your charisma's higher than your mental, whichever one. And
I had 2 successes.
Okay.
I don't have Streetwise, so I'm missing out on this roll.
So
Same.
3. 1 success out of 3.
I have a feeling that Theo found himself more at home in a library than on the street.
Right. Alright, then it is... Rune, you recognize one of the blocks, and this block is, untouched. It seems like it's been left alone. It is the symbol for the gangster disciples.
Hey.
It's immortal. I mean, gang, it's not... Oh, who knows, honestly, now with everything going on. They could be vampires at this point, but as you know, it's just a group of... I mean, that's it. They just cause a lot of problems for Chicago. They're known to be one of the most violent out of many of them. And they've been on the uprise fairly recently. Yeah, yeah. There is a small trail of water that lies stagnant within the hole. You can tell that this is probably more so for rainwater than sewage. And there hasn't been a rain for quite some time, so it seems pretty dried up. And he is going to guide the vehicles into the entrance. For you guys to, like, drive it inside the sewer entrance. He looks like he's trying to obscure the cars and motorcycle from the path. And he's going to take you in about 300 feet until you are blocked by a chain link gate fence. So the vehicles are brought in about 300 feet to obscure them until you are stopped by a chain link gate with a padlock. And he motions for y'all just to wait as he's going to use a small key, open up this large gate, and wave you all to further your vehicles inside. You guys make your way behind this gate until there is no more. Fortunately now it's just a small, like, manhole you're gonna have to get through, so your vehicles are stopped here. You park the Prius and motorcycle as Bowman pulls down canvas screens behind this locked chain gate. And with what little moonlight bounced through this and the lights of the car shut off, you are plunged into pitch darkness. The only thing that's really visible in this darkness is the faint reflection of Bowman's white, beady eyes. As he tells you all to follow him, it's not that far, and Bubba's going to keep watch. He's going to give Bubba some scratches as he just kind of go on over in between where you guys park the vehicles and just kind of lay down. And...
Taylor.
Alright, I mean, one flashlight's more than enough, so... The pungent...
Colonel?
Yeah,
we
but you
really
don't
need night light?
Yeah, you guys don't have dark vision. You have low light vision, but not dark vision.
Dang it.
I know. Though there is a discipline for it, so... I think it's Auspex, if I'm not mistaken. But one flashlight is more than enough, as the pungent smell of old, earthy rainwater fills your nostrils. And that small trail of water grows into a little bit bigger of like a stale pool. Still enough for you guys to walk along the sides and avoid it. But he's going to lead you, as something that you can see before you, to an intersection that looks to have been knocked down as bits of cement and brick lie in the water. And it's straight ahead of you. He's going to lead you forward straight to that. And you have to climb up into this broken entrance. You can tell that it wasn't done perfectly, rather quickly. The ceiling is now hung low, and everyone must hunch down to even fit through.
Definitely not welcoming, which means it won't attract many guests. Which, in our case, is probably a boon.
Are there any blood bags down here?
Yeah, Bowman says up ahead as he says he's got a few. He asks if you've got cash.
You take credit?
He tells you yes.
Oh, I wasn't expecting a serious answer.
And you guys, you know, you don't have to climb, just hunch down as you make your way through. And who's immediately behind Bowman? Is it you since you have the flashlight? You notice that he makes a sudden lunge forward as there's a sharp squeak that echoes through the tunnel. And you're right in front of it, so you can see as he just has a pretty big rat that he holds onto as he bites down onto it. And within mere seconds, I mean, this thing is just...
Here's a rat.
Yeah.
It goes from being a nice fat rat to a very skinny raisin.
Oh, he's gonna ask for you to pass it to Lynn. He thinks that her new pet might want it as leftovers. Are you gonna give it to Lynn?
Is it a dead rat?
Yeah, it's just a dead rat that's now basically just drained dry.
He's attempted some form of joke. I do not know.
There is I mean, you hear a little bit of like a rumbling, like laugh as he's just gonna continue forward. And you see from the bend ahead, finally, some light that hits the back wall. And as you make the turn, you are brought to an open basement-esque area
Well, I will offer it to Lynn, but if she gives me the no, it's gonna toss it off to the side.
Oh, you actually want to?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, she'll take it, but she's just gonna look at you like you're pathetic and just throw it away.
Yeah, like I said, if you have like the I'll just like toss it myself. Like, no, okay.
he said, you know what?
There's bits of trash and abandoned furniture that decors the otherwise fairly barren room. And, well, he tells you here we are. Make yourselves a home. He tells you, hey, if you want a blood bag, he sells them for $210. He says if you want a Glock, he's got one for $499.97. Oh, he's got a Magnum right now for $389.97. And I mean, you're young. He says you might want to use a sun bag. He says they're $139.95.
A sun bag?
Yeah.
What's that?
He tells you if you get caught in the sun, you quickly get yourself in one so you don't instantly die.
And how much are those?
Great. He does it $139.95.
Oh, a steal. I'll put on the credit card.
Absolutely. If you hand him a credit card, he's gonna take it. He's gonna look at anyone else for any bidders. Seems like he does this pretty frequently.
Unfortunately, the place that I left did not give me the option to have any such belongings with me. So I have no means to offer payment for such goods. Maybe sometime in the future.
Oh. I'll buy this one. I'll hand over a credit card.
What do you want to get? The sun bag?
2 sun bags.
2 sun bags. Oh, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Good lord. Alright. Well, he's gonna take the cards and you're gonna watch, and I mean, actually in the picture it's pretty good. You can see that there is a small chain gate that he's going to unlock, and he squeezed past what looks to be possible like trash bins, that kind of just containers, as he just disappears into the darkness that's behind there.
I'm assuming since there are lights in the picture that you have on the screen that this place does have power?
Yep.
Okay. Is there any sort of map or anything that gives the layout of the place?
No, nothing like that. I mean, you can tell there's some definitely like markings from, the construction of whatever they were planning to do or what. Yeah, there's still a little bit of graffiti, though not as bad as the entrance.
It's probably infrastructure they were planning for, like tunnel systems for a subway or something. But the budget for it probably got slashed last minute, so it's all left abandoned, and he just happened to acquire it, and then maybe make a few maps disappear, so it doesn't appear anymore.
No scratch, baby.
Yeah, that's usually how they work it.
I'll ask him if he sells any ammunition.
Oh, if he's selling Glocks and Magnums, probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna yell out as he's making his way. He's got ammunition for the Glock and for the Magnum.
I meant for my own gun. I got a revolver.
He'll take a look.
Alright.
Ask if he sells a laptop.
If he sells a laptop?
Yeah, it'd be useful to have one.
Yeah, he'll tell you to come back here.
Oh, excellent.
I'll also ask, hey, do you got any flavored blood bags?
Flavored?
Yeah.
Really?
You don't get a response from him.
I'll take that as a no.
Oh, I suppose you would prefer whiskey blood bags then.
I mean, some whiskey would be good about now, yeah.
Catherine,
Yes.
because of Lynn drinking from blood bags more often than not, does she have any black market contacts?
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could get them if you needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, due to your feeding style. That's the whole reason why you got streetwise in the first place.
Speaking of that, how much time is left in the night?
Probably 2 hours, in between 2.5.
After Bowman's done helping the others get what goods they need, ask him if he knows anything about this whole shadow bit, because he'd rather I need to get a lay of the land, get an idea of the surrounding area if I'm going to be doing any hunting, and I'd rather do it without running into any nasty surprises.
All right. Well, you on a laptop.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to take you back. So he'll take care of that real quick then. So he is leading you down. So you have to squeeze past a few subtle trash cans, and it is pretty dark back here. But you, Doctor, you are brought to a set of short stairs, and there is a big, heavy metal door that has caution and hazard signs that is all plastered on front of it. And he makes his way as he unlocks it, and it opens up to a very small room. It is filled with desks and cabinets covered with monitors, computers, hard drives, and miscellaneous junk. You see an antique stereo, some coding binders. You notice some comic books, all seeming to be relating to James Bond. And he has several fidget puzzles that lays about. And, I mean, he's going to take a seat in his, it's like a swivel desk chair that he has. And, yeah, he's going to open up some of his drawers, pull out what looks to be just an older laptop. He's going to tell you to touch nothing.
I'm gonna try to open my third eye on him.
You want to open? Alright.
I get good insight on people when I look at them through my third eye.
Yeah, roll me a willpower.
One of these times you're gonna open that third eye and see something you definitely did not want to see.
I'm pretty sure that was about radiation. My eye was like, nope. Successes with 1 crit and 1 1.
Okay. You focus, open up your eye. Surprisingly, it's not that hard. Yeah.
Better at this.
Yeah, it seems like it comes naturally as you try to look, and that is one nice thing that is about Bowman that you instantly see. I mean, what you see is what it is. You're not really revealed any great secrets because you are looking at the great secrets as you speak right now, or as you guys are speaking right now.
He is the secret.
Well,
I am the gift.
It seems like he's put a lot of trust in even just showing you this place in the first place. But he's gonna grab one of the laptops, grabs a flash drive, hard drive. Takes a few moments. Honestly, it probably takes about 10 seconds. He's then gonna be handing you over the laptop. He tells you can look up almost anything, just don't be too stupid.
Well, I asked how much for the laptop.
He says that tell them that you paid him like, I don't know, $100. Oh, he'll give you a hug.
He's a nice young lad.
Oh my god.
I mean, he gives you a hug. If you had to guess from, I mean, he looks like an absolute monster, and he's so lanky, it's really hard to tell age or anything, but, he's definitely like probably either older than you, if not your age, from what you can guess, but with the short amount of time you've had, though a few encounters. But, I mean, yeah, he'll give you a hug, and he tells you he's really glad that you're going to be staying, because he appreciates it. He says he feels like we've made good progress, and, he thanks Vidoma for that, but, yeah. He says if you do take up what she does as well, he thanks you for that as well.
Of course. say that the more people are willing to help me in my research, the faster it will progress.
Well, he's going to let you go out first. He has to lock up behind you, as he's going to come back.
I'll ask him as he's coming back. He's got any luck on sword.
Had any luck on sword?
Yeah, what sword?
Oh, your angel sword.
Oh God, yes.
He says the problem is with what you ask is that he knows what you're looking for. Yeah.
I'll ask him if something like that even exists.
Now look, he says now you're getting to some stuff that even he doesn't have the answers to, but supposedly, sure.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Well,
He thinks it's more so not the thing itself, but who, wields it kind of situation, in his opinion.
God, then I sound like I'm gonna need a proper sword. So I know nothing about swords.
I mean, Neil says he knows more about guns than anything like that, so he apologizes. But he is going to get a few things as you guys make your way on back. And he has, so... he can get... you wanted 2 sun bags, so... Yeah. You wanted just 1. So he can get the sun bags for you. They're right now just in, big kept package. But once you open them and they get air, they're going to bulk up in size. They are, big. They have to be, unfortunately. They keep out even just temperatures. Cold, hot. They're super sleeping bags meant for survival situations.
Does it roll up?
Oh yeah, it does. You have to basically press the air out of it when you roll it up. It basically just bulks up, and I mean.
I'm gonna keep mine in the box then.
There you go.
Oh, it comes in the box. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, no, it's in a box.
Okay.
It's just they usually cost around I don't know. $500 usually.
Oh, so he's giving us a deal.
Yeah, I mean, you have all the information. Who knows if he even got these legally? He might have just. They definitely were meant to be in a retail store.
They just fell off the back of a truck somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, he does have some revolver rounds. He has, I think, only 1. Yeah, he has 1 mag.
Well, revolvers aren't really magazines. I mean, they have little clip.
Yeah, but that's about it.
I'll take it. How much?
So it'll cost $49.95.
Nope,
Oh, right.
a bit steep, but I'll take it. You'll put it on the card.
Being that there is little time in the night, you mentioned something about the Sombras when it comes to that shadow. I'm assuming there's something special they can do with it.
Oh yeah, he tells you that that's their whole thing. He says that they control it. They can make life almost from it. He says they can use it to travel. I've seen a lot of crazy things.
Would there be a way for one to attempt to try something like that?
I mean, he says it's not something that he's ever been capable of, but absolutely tells you that all you have to do is really try. I'm sorry, it's all you can really say. He's never been able to do it, and he'll never be able to do it.
Seems like there's a lot that I need to try to see if I can do. Being that I don't know the local area and I don't want to run into any sort of pitfalls, if one were to go out hunting, which directions would one go and which directions should one avoid? I would hate to come across any unforeseen accidents.
Look, he tells you that he's sorry about this, but he says the smartest thing you can do right now is just live off the bag.
I understand. Well, then, if I am to find a way to earn a source of revenue to afford bags,
Oh, he has a sharp smile.
how would one go about doing that?
I mean, he says he always needs things done.
Would this be a conversation maybe for tomorrow night then?
He says if you're willing to clean up the place, he said that would be great.
No, of course.
I suppose it's
Simple
better
enough.
than nothing. I mean, and it's not worse as some tasks that I'm sure I could be asked to do.
He says it's great, thank you.
We'll look for a stray trash bag that doesn't look like it's too full and start collecting what I assume is refuse.
He smiles as he says that he'll get you kids something to eat. But
I
he
prefer
says don't
the
get
heavy
used-
lifting form of labor if you have anything like that.
I would help you.
Oh, he says, you get a good look at the place and you'll understand.
Okay.
But he does say don't get too used of his kindness. He does really like money.
Don't we all?
But he's gonna give each and every one of you a blood bag.
Yay.
And it's just a basic red blood bag, red pallets, plasma, that kind of thing. You're not going to really get resonance from it, unfortunately, but if you do have hunger, it will slake one hunger off.
Yes.
Well, considering that I don't have any hunger yet, because I've thankfully been able to avoid that so far, before drinking the blood bag, I suppose I will, using some of the refuse. No, you know what? No. I'll just go ahead and take the blood bag and leave it at that.
Okay.
Too much is going on already. I don't want to cause more problems.
I'll ask how long these blood bags keep for.
Well, he says you better keep them cold if you're going to save them.
Their fridge.
He says he's got a fridge.
Alright, I'll save mine for later. Just in case.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone else, that's fine. If you don't want it now, you don't have to have it now.
Yeah, I'll let mine go to the fridge.
Yeah, well, if that's an option, sure.
Okay. But if anyone wants it now, slake it off.